Hi everyone. Today I'm going to help you improve your golf swing by stopping that over the top move. Let's go and have a look at some more game-changing golf. Hi everyone, thanks once again for tuning in to Smash Factor TV. My name's Natalie Adams. So you can see today I'm at my brand new teaching facility here in the glorious sunshine. And I'm going to have a look today at helping you with improving that coming over the top move that I know a lot of you struggle with when you're playing. This can cause you to hit the ball straight left, or you can see a big left to right curve. So if you want to get rid of that slice, this is a great video and a great tip for you. And as ever, everyone, if you're enjoying the video, please remember to hit the subscribe button and notifications so you'll get an email every time we release another video. They're all geared up to help you get the most from your golf game and to enjoy your golf more when you're out on that golf course. So if we set up, regardless of which club you're hitting, when you make your backswing, over the top would see that when you get to the top of your swing, your hands and your upper body move you towards the ball too early in your downswing. So the shaft of the club doesn't come back down the same way that you were swinging up with it. So you'll get to the top of the swing and then make this movement. So the shaft may steepen, but it may not. Your hands could go forward and you end up doing this with the shaft in an attempt to try and keep the club head in position, but you'll end up too much this way with the upper body. And what's happening there is you're using the force in your upper body too early on that downswing. So what we want to do, if we look from head on here, if I swing the club back, we want to start that downswing by rotating the lower body, but holding the upper body back and not letting it rotate into the downswing. So we want to turn the lower body into the shot until we get to about here. And then once the club is in about this position, that's when the upper body wants to rotate into the shot. It'll give you a lot more power. You'll put the speed of the club head at a maximum as you're going through the ball. Whereas if you're moving more like this and you're making more of this movement, the speed of the club is going into the club too early on that downswing, and it's before you've got to the ball. So just show you that way again. So this would be your rotating your upper body too early or too forcefully versus what you're doing with your lower body. And we need to learn how to hold that back. Now, one good tip which will help you is when you get to the top here, you want to feel that your left arm is staying very close to your body, very tight into your chest, rather than moving away and creating much more space here between the left upper arm and your body and your chest. So we need to get that left arm being held back. So what I'd suggest you do, take a resistance band. You could do this with a piece of string as well. You'll just have to measure the piece of string a little bit more, well, I suppose no less accurately than with the resistance band, really. Okay, so what you want to do here is tie one end of it to the butt end of the club. We're going to put the other end of it around the outside of your right leg if you're a right-handed player, and then you're going to stand on the resistance band under your right heel. So what you'd need to do if you're using a piece of string which isn't going to stretch as much as the resistance band is that when you swing back and you're in position at the top here, you just need to make sure that the length of the string is correct for where you get to at the top of your backswing there, because if it was too short you'd end up down here, and too long you won't feel what it's meant to be doing for you. So resistance band may be a little bit better for us. Okay, so make sure there's not too much slack in that resistance band. And what we're going to do is going to make that backswing really important. I think if you're going to make a good sequence of movement on your downswing, is that you do stabilise that lower body. I'll put a link into the video here to help you with the feeling that you want to get into the legs as you swing back, how to get that core rotating round so that you do make a good coil and a good turn with your body on your backswing, because the better you turn and the better position you get into at the top of the swing here, the better you're going to sequence and you're going to rotate back in the correct order of movement. So if we turn the core here and we get into this position, what I now want you to work on doing is turning your lower body, so turning your knees and your pelvis towards the target, but as the resistance band pulls the handle downwards. Okay, so you can see when we do that, so that's the movement that we want to have, rather than over here with the resistance band. And again, if you're using a good amount of resistance, you'll feel you've got to work harder to make that handle move this way in that downswing. So I think it's a really good drill that you can practice doing. You can hit through on it, but if we just practice this, and I would practice it a good 5 or 6 times just to get that feeling at the top. So we want to make sure that when we swing back, turning the core into that position there, and then we're going to turn the body and let the resistance band pull the handle of the club downwards. So we're getting used to that feeling there. Okay, you can see it's keeping the club head this side of me, whereas if I was coming over the top, the handle would be moving more this way, club head would be going more that way, because I'm turning my upper body towards the ball too early. So up to the top, we're going to turn the knees and the pelvis as the resistance band pulls us down. And you can see if we're moving correctly, this right heel will come off the floor. So now as I swing through, the resistance band or the string is free to come off from under my foot because my heel's moved off it. So it's quite a good drill that to help us work on that movement, getting that sequence correct on that downswing, and to stop that over the top movement. I practice it, as I said, 5 or 6 times just to get the feel of it, and then as you're getting more familiar with it, you can start to introduce the ball. Just think you can introduce it slowly as a slow movement. So if I just do that very slowly here, so we're going to turn the body up to the top, turn lower body towards the target as the resistance band pulls down, and then swing through. And as you're getting more used to that, you can just speed that up, and we'll just do a full swing version of that as well. But yeah, sort of 5 or 6 slow motion versions just to get that feeling going, and then you can start to hit at a fuller speed. So it will really help you with that feeling of dropping the hands down rather than coming over the top. It's a really good feedback drill. I think it'll help a lot, especially at the moment if you're practicing a lot. You don't want to keep practicing that movement on the downswing, being the upper body too early into the shot. This will definitely help you strike the ball a lot better. You'll certainly get more power with it as well if you're releasing your upper body a little bit later on that downswing. But yeah, stopping that over the top move really will help you straighten your shots up. You'll get rid of that big slice or that straight left. It's another game-changing golf coaching tip.